Hello, Tiny Tots. I am so proud that you've been working so hard to practice your dance moves and sending me lovely videos of you all doing so well. So today we're going to have a relaxing class. We're going to do all things about bedtime and pajamas and being nice and cozy. You see I've got my lovely hat here. I'm a unicorn and my beanie. I've got my big unicorn. Well, it's not actually mine. It's Lucy's. And I've got my blankie, so go and get your jammies. You can pause me, go get your jammies, go get your favorite soft toy, go get nice and cozy and warm, and come and join us for a story. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a little brown mouse named Benji. Benji had a younger brother named Petey. The mouse brothers looked almost exactly alike. If it hadn't been for the little patch of white fur on top of Petey's head, you might even have taken them for twins. Although, in truth, Benji was a little bit taller than Petey. They made their home in a wee little mouse house at the edge of the field, not too terribly far from here. Their little house was pale yellow, some might say that it was the same colour as Swiss cheese, and a rainbow of tiny flowers grew next to the front door. Now, if you like, you could draw me a picture of their little house. It has a green roof, its walls look like Swiss cheese, and it's got the rainbow of tiny flowers growing next to their front door. Benji was a good little mouse. His brother Petey was good most of the time, but Petey had a bit of a mischievous side too. As a very young mouse, Benji had learned to take naps so that he wasn't tired all the time. And as you can hear, my birds are also listening to this story today. One day, Benji and Petey were playing at the neighborhood mousy playground. It was a wonderful playground with a tiny swing set, a ball field, and a little mouse exercise wheel that everyone loved to run on. On this particular day, all the little mice were very excited. Their favorite mouse superhero was going to be on TV that night, and they all had wanted to see it for so very long. It was the talk of the playground. All the mice had taken a nap that afternoon so that they'd be able to stay up all night to watch the movie. All except for Petey. I can't believe you guys. Naps are for babies. I'm a big boy. I'm not going to fall asleep during my favorite movie, Petey bragged. Petey, everyone takes naps, not just babies, said Benji. As a matter of fact, moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas take naps too. Petey just sniffed. I didn't take a nap, and I'm going to watch the whole movie, said Petey. You guys are just a bunch of babies. The other mice just shrugged. It was no use arguing with Petey. Honest to goodness, they thought, sometimes that little mouse could be such a know-it-all. It just wasn't worth the aggravation to try to explain anything to him, so they didn't. Later that night, after dinner, Benji and Petey got all ready to watch the movie. They put their matching mousy pajamas on, made some Swiss cheese flavored popcorn, and settled down with their pillows on the comfortable little blue couch. Benji, I'm so excited I can hardly wait to see the movie, said Petey excitedly. I've been waiting for this show for the longest time. Me too, replied Benji, but I'm sure glad I took a nap because this is a long movie and I don't want to miss any of it. Shh, the movie is about to start. Petey scolded his brother, and with that he tucked his feet up against him and settled himself onto the comfortable pillow. Well, what do you think happened? Wouldn't you know it, no more than 10 minutes after the movie started, Petey's eyelids started to feel heavy. First, he tried changing positions on the couch. Then he got up and moved to the other side of the couch to try to wake up a bit. It was no good. He felt himself falling asleep again. Oh no, I just can't fall asleep, he thought to himself. He even tried shaking his head back and forth to try to wake himself up. What on earth are you doing? Yelled Benji. You're making me crazy, Petey. I really want to see this. Will you please just sit still and watch the movie? Sorry, said Petey. Benji reached over and shook his brother. Wake up, Petey, said Benji. You're missing the movie. Oh dear. Said Petey. Go away. Petey, wake up, said Benji. You're missing everything. But it was no use. Benji tried and tried to get his brother up, but Petey simply would not move a muscle. In fact, he even started to snore. Oh, for crying out loud, Petey, wake up, wailed a frustrated Benji. In the end, Petey was snoring so loudly he finally had to be carried up to bed just so that Benji could finish watching the movie in peace and quiet. The next morning at the breakfast table, Benji told Petey all about all the great parts of the movie that he had missed. So, Petey, he teased, maybe I wasn't such a baby to take a nap after all. Petey felt like crying. He didn't say a single word because he knew Benji was right. And he knew all of their friends would be talking about the movie today at the playground, and Petey really wished he hadn't fallen asleep right in the middle of it. Later that afternoon, after Benji had taken his nap, the Mouse Brothers rode their bikes to the neighborhood playground. All the mice were on the exercise wheel talking about what an awesome movie they had seen the night before. It was the best movie ever, said one of the mice. Everyone agreed. Petey couldn't stand it. He felt so bad that he had missed it. Hey, Benji, suggested Petey. Why don't we go over to the other side of the playground and play ball? Petey, exclaimed Benji, not now. We're busy talking about the movie. Oh, he wasn't very happy. He slowly turned and walked away. Can I play? Petey called to them. Sure, come on, they shouted. After a while, even though Petey had been doing a pretty good job of playing catch, he began to get so tired he could hardly keep his eyes open. He knew that if he didn't stop playing, he was likely to doze off and get bopped on the head by a flying ball. Petey waved to the other mice and headed off the field. He went over and sat down on a little bench to wait for Benji. The next thing he knew, someone was poking him in the ribs. Wake up, Petey, it's time to go home now, Benji was saying. Benji was sitting next to his brother. He was talking rather quietly and nudging Petey in the ribs with his little elbow. Petey had fallen asleep right in the middle of the playground. He was so embarrassed. What if the other mice had seen him sleeping? He would never hear the end of it. Did anyone see me sleeping? Peter asked Benji as he looked around to see if anyone was looking at him. Nope, the other mice have all gone home, his brothers assured him. Come on, Petey, let's go home. You know, Petey, if you would just take a nap once in a while, you wouldn't get so tired. Benji nodded. I'm starting to think that maybe a nap is not such a bad idea after all. The next day, when Benji went for his nap, Petey decided to too. He climbed up a little ladder on his bunk bed and tumbled onto the mattress and fell fast asleep. When he woke up, he felt wonderful. Wow, Benji, I feel great. I have so much energy. Hey, let's go play ball, Petey chattered excitedly. Benji, okay, but give me a minute to wake up. He was still feeling a wee bit groggy. Petey was tossing a ball in the air and skipping around the room. He felt so good. Benji was right. Petey didn't even feel tired. Petey felt so wide awake and full of energy that he decided from then on he'd try to take a nap every single day. And you know what? It worked. He never missed out on another Mouse Hero movie ever again. All right, girls, I hope you enjoyed the story. Next up, we're going to do some floor work. See you in a minute. Go and fetch your blankies. I want you to go and fetch your favorite soft toy and a little blanket, and we're going to do some floor work. This is Sid the Sloth, and he's perfect for a pajama and bedtime one because sloths move really slowly. So they're perfect for this. Maybe he can do some of the movements here behind us. Okay, I want you to pick up your blanket and roll it up like this. And to start off, we're going to put it behind our head. Oh, it's going to get stuck on my unicorn here. Alright, so I'm going to put on some music and we're going to do some floor work. Okay, I want you to stretch out your blanket as far as it can go. And I want to move your body to the side to touch the floor. Oh, that's it. We're going to go up and touch the floor. We're going to go up and touch the floor. Let's do 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to reach one arm Put your arms together. Get your blanket to touch each other. Blanket together and open. Blanket together and open. Blanket together and open. Blanket together, open. One more. Blanket together and open. Now stretch both of your blankets down to your toes and hold it down on your toes. Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stretch it over and touch your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember your tinkerbell toes. Reach this one over. 2, 3, 4, 5. And your other one over. Till the morning sun does rise. 5. That's right. Hold your arms on the side. Put your head down. To the side. To the front. To the side. To the front. To the side. To the front. And roll your head to the left. Roll your head to the right. Roll your head to the left. And roll your head to the right. Good job, girls. Now curl up in your blankie, and next up we're going to do a little dance. Alright guys, get your soft toy nice and close. We're going to do a nice relaxed little dance today. You can stay on the floor, you can even sit on your bed if you want to. And I hope you enjoy.